At Veridian Dynamics, we want our employees to work for just us, their whole lives. But when they eventually leave the company through retirement or perceived opportunity elsewhere, we like to perform an exit interview. This exit interview is a time when an employee can give a candid feedback through answering a number of standard questions, and we in Human Resources can be made aware of the issues that the employee feels we should examine further. Hi, I'm Richard Smith, but you can call me Dick, and this is video 6 of the Welcome to Human Resources Veridian Dynamics Training video series. In this video, we will observe and discuss examples of in-person exit interviews. Michelle, who has been working in the accounting department for 10 years, is leaving the company for a higher paying job with more benefits at a rival firm. Her feedback will be a valuable source of information, but get this, the HR representative must ask the right questions. Let's see an example of how asking the wrong questions can fail to get this useful information out of an exit interview.
So Michelle, what's the best thing about working at Veridian Dynamics?
Well, I guess I would have to say the Christmas parties.
Really, the Christmas parties. Would you say you were satisfied with your time here, or very satisfied?
Well, if I had to choose, I guess I would choose satisfied.
Satisfied, right on. What company policy most helped you perform your day-to-day job?
I guess I liked the how music could not be played in the cubicles because those new people just had no taste whatsoever.
Now, obviously, Michelle had something further to say, but the questions were not designed to allow her to answer critically, and thus, very little valuable information was gained. In this next example, the questions are designed to allow her to express how she really feels, and I think you will see the difference.
So Michelle, let me ask you, what could your immediate supervisor do to improve his or her management styles?
I guess I often felt uncomfortable with how I was checked in on all the time. Even after all the years that I've been here and all the loyal service that I've had with Veridian Dynamic, I often felt like I wasn't trusted.
Alright, so based on your experience with us, what do you think it takes to succeed at this company?
You have to have a lot of strong work ethic. You have to be able to work with the other employees who meet deadlines. You also have to be able to roll with the punches.
Did you feel that you received the adequate support to do your job?
Mostly, but I would have to say that the rush that the accounting department is in every Thursday could be alleviated if the interns would have the MO stamped and ready to go by the end of Wednesday. That would save a lot of time and a lot of money in the long run.
The information we receive will not always be positive, but you can be positive that we will use that information to make Veridian Dynamics a better place to work for our employees. Let's go back to our exit interview with Michelle, and this time, let's think about why the questions being asked are important and how the feedback we receive should be put to use.
Hey Michelle, how's it going today?
Yeah, it's going good.
I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Alrighty, so I just got a few questions for you. First, just kind of start off, kind of give me an idea or tell me why you've come to the decision to leave.
Well, I think it's just the right time for me to move on. I just think it's a better fit somewhere else for me.
Okay. What is your main reason for it? Is it in the company, or is it just a feeling like it's the appropriate time because it's a better fit somewhere else?
I actually have a job offer at a competing firm that promises me more benefits and a higher wage.
What? Importantly, are there offerings that we are not?
For one, health care, also the dental for all the family members, so that would really help me out.
Are there any other reasons other than just the health care and dental and things for your family members that you're leaving for?
Well, yes. I didn't want to work in my position any longer because I didn't like working under my former boss.
What can you say about the process and the procedures or systems that have contributed to your decision to leave?
I think that middle management should have a tighter control on the methods used by their line managers.
Okay. What specific suggestions would you have for how the organization could manage this situations or these issues better in the future?
The line managers should be subject to a 360 evaluation so employees can have a say in the performance reviews of their line managers.
So you'd like it if we could give you the opportunity to tell your managers to an extent what would be best for it coming from your perspective. How do you feel though in general about the organization?
I like Veridian Dynamics. After 10 years, it almost feels like home.
That's good. What has been good or enjoyable, satisfying for you in your time with us?
I really like the people I work with. Many of them are highly motivated and team oriented.
What extra responsibilities would you have welcomed that you were not given?
I could have organized a party planning committee, for like birthdays and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Could the organization have maybe enabled you to make fuller use of your capabilities and potentials?
If the company provided a laptop, I could have worked a little bit more at home. That would have been nice.
What if any ridiculous examples of policies, rules, instructions can you highlight?
I never understood why employees could not use copy machines outside their departments. That rule forced me to waste hours of time walking back to the accounting department for meetings and then over to the research department.
What are examples of ridiculous waste materials or efforts or pointless reports, meetings, etc.? Could you point any out?
Definitely the TPS reports. I still don't know what they're exactly for.
So if you could elaborate a little bit more on that, would be more helpful. What can the organization do to return its best people and not lose anymore like you?
Ask what they think and encourage them to be open and honest.
Do you have anything to say about your treatment from a discrimination or harassment perspective?
No.
Would you consider working again for us if the situation was right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, we really appreciate what you've done, and maybe that's something later on down the road that we could possibly talk about. We'd like you to keep in contact with us if possible. One last thing, can we be of any particular help to you in this move and deciding what to do next?
Yes, I would actually really appreciate a reference from Dynamics.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time to come in and help us out with this. It's been very, very helpful for us. We obviously appreciate the 10 long years that you've put in this company, and you've made a huge difference, and it's sad to see you leave, but just to let you know that we have, you have our support in your future endeavors, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, gang, we learned a lot of great information in Michelle's exit interview. We learned that two of her major concerns were the lack of efficiency that arises with our copy machine policy, and her feeling that her voice in the company is not being heard. She feels that she would be heard if the employees could participate in a 360-degree evaluation of our line managers. She also provided some good ideas that Veridian Dynamics can look at implementing in the future. Laptops could potentially increase the productivity of our employees, and party planning committee may improve the morale of our workforce. She also mentioned concern for the redundancy of the TPS reports, but the interns need something to do. Well, y'all, that's it for video 6 of our 37-part Veridian Dynamic Human Resources training video series. I hope you guys have enjoyed your time as much as I have today. Hopefully, you'll be able to take what you've learned today and apply it to the real-world situations. After all, once you manage human resources, work is as easy as a slam dunk.